Algenist is a clinical skincare brand that was born in San Francisco from a biotechnology lab. West Monroe partners came on board just after we sold the brand to a private equity firm in New York, and they were very critical to our success to transition to a standalone company and carve out from our ex-parent company, which was a biotech lab from San Francisco. The challenges when we sold was to be up and running as fast as possible. And West Monroe Partners has been very critical to help us to do that, to carve out, to establish our new departments, finance, HR, a new ERP system, and help us to be able to keep run the business as well as being a standalone company.
Well, we were on a very limited timeline. We became independent on August 16, 2016, and the goal was for us to go live and be completely standalone on January 1st.
We had a very short period of time to get ramped up on the ground and essentially had to plan and execute at the same time.
You know, an average implementation is about 8 months. We had to be live in 3.5 months, which, you know, a technology rollout of this magnitude in 3.5 months is not unheard of, but almost unheard of. You're standing up a whole new company on its own, standing up a brand new finance function which didn't exist before. And so the change management side of it needed to be thought through carefully.
We're brought in, given the accelerated timeline, to basically understand Algenist's business model as quickly as possible, and then do a quick fit gap assessment to understand whether or not NetSuite would work for the business.
We had a very heavyweight system, and now we have implemented NetSuite, which West Monroe led for us. It's fairly new, seems to be less cumbersome, and for us to not have to wait for data and be able to transact and run our business, it's been amazing.
The challenges that we faced were, how can we set up the product? How can we set up the relationships in terms of, you know, integrations with the 3PL in order to support the growth that they're expected to have over the next 5 to 7 years?
We built the system so that way, as the business grows, as it increases in size, they're able to scale with it and not have to add new people in order to accomplish it. So the ERP system is kind of the key driver of that in terms of helping them to automate their business processes, and then also being able to look at metrics and make informed decisions.
Now that we have all our processes in place, we've recruiting the people we needed to recruit for the most part. Next is to build our business to achieve the goals we set ourselves to achieve.
We've set our sights to double our revenue in the next 5 years or less. And for all of us, that would mean that all of our hard work and all of our investment and structure really has come to fruition.
It's building the business and using all the new strengths that we have brought to the business to go even faster and to keep expanding internationally, expanding in the US. But right now we have the right structure, we have the right talents, we have the right departments to be able to deliver on these goals that we have.
The benefits that we've seen now that we're our own company is just pure independence, and that we're able to access and operate on an immediate basis for our own business needs.
I discovered that consulting relationship and this integration of this team internally with our team has been very, very beneficial. And so it's something, if I had to redo again and rethink the way we did this carve-out, I will do exactly the same thing.
I would describe my partnership with Algenist in 3 words, which are genuine, honest, and fun. That is really what our relationship was founded on.
So it was a very close working relationship. They were my #1 partner, I would say, on a daily basis, and it was a lot of fun, so it was very serious, but I also feel we became good friends.
I really think that we won't have achieved what we achieved without West Monroe Partners, and we won't have been able to be up and running so fast with no disruption in our business.